Coming to you from the Lydia Media Studios in the heart of Lewiston, Auburn, it's Lydia's Lunch Bunch, LA's afternoon morning show with Mark, Sarah, and JC. We're covering news and events in the greater LA area and talking to the people making a difference in our community. Feel free to share your comments, questions, or suggestions via email at podcast@lydiamediallc.com.
And today's show is brought to you by Ruper's Beverage and Redemption. When it comes to beer, wine, and spirits, don't botch it, squatch it. At 4 locations in Lewiston, Auburn, and Oxford. Learn more at rupersbeverage.com, and remember, the party starts at Ruper's. Also brought to you by Dublois Electric, building lasting relationships since 1967. From homes to businesses, their licensed, fully trained technicians handle it all. Repairs, upgrades, standby generators, EV chargers, heat pumps, and more. No job is too big and no job is too small. Learn more at dubloiselectric.com.
And we have the pleasure of being joined in studio today by the president and CEO of the Lewiston Auburn Metropolitan Chamber of Commerce, Shanna Cox.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm so lovely. Happy Tuesday.
We're going to talk to Shanna all about everything chamber coming up here in just a bit. But before we do, let's take a look at some headlines for Tuesday, February 10th.
The Sun-Journal reports that the Lewiston City Council voted 6-1 to extend its public tobacco use ban beyond parks and part of Lisbon Street. The change includes the Central Maine Medical Center campus, a stretch of Campus Avenue that runs through Bates College and past St. Mary's Regional Medical Center, and a block of businesses between Park and Middle Streets. It also extends the Lisbon Street ban to where it meets Adams Street.
The Maine Center for Disease Control and Prevention confirmed the state's first case of measles since 2019. The individual who has measles is an adult from Penobscot County, and they have been hospitalized. The CDC says symptoms are similar to a common cold. It can also cause severe sickness, including pneumonia and brain swelling. The disease is spread through sneezing and coughing and is highly contagious.
According to data from the University of Maine, 390 Mainers died from drug overdoses last year. That's 100 fewer people than 2024 and the lowest number of overdose deaths since 2019. State Director of Opioid Response Gordon Smith cited Maine's widespread distribution of the overdose antidote naloxone, the Options Initiative, and the declining prevalence of fentanyl in the national drug supply.
With snow on the way, the city of Auburn announced a winter parking ban that will begin at 9 p.m. tonight and end at noon tomorrow.
And speaking of snow, now it's time for the weather.
The weather. Rain or shine, it's all okay. Grab your uke and start the day. You don't need perfect skies above. Hey, just a song and a little love. Sunshine gives way to cloudy skies this afternoon with snow on the way later this evening. A winter weather advisory is in effect with 3 to 6 inches of accumulation possible with a high of 32 and a low of 9. Cloudy tomorrow with a high of 34 and a low of 22, and mostly sunny on Thursday with a high of 32 and a low of 18.
In sports, the Red Sox acquired 25-year-old Brewers third baseman Caleb Durbin in a 6-player trade. Durbin finished third in the National League Rookie of the Year voting last year and fills a void in the infield after Alex Bregman signed with Chicago. Boston also received infielder Andrew Monasterio and utility man Anthony Seigler. In return, the Sox sent pitchers Kyle Harrison and Shane Drohan and infielder David Hamilton to Milwaukee. In the Winter Olympics, Team USA takes on Team Canada in women's hockey this afternoon at 2 p.m. That'll be a good one.
I kind of want to listen.
The Celtics host the Chicago Bulls tomorrow night. The NA3 Nordiques visit the New Hampshire Junior Mountain Kings tomorrow at 11 a.m. And Central Maine Community College basketball will visit arch rival Southern Maine Community College tomorrow night. The women tip off at 6 and the men at 8. That is your news, weather, and sports. And right now it's time for the podcast segment that is Sweeping the Twin Cities. I love how Shanna hits her cues now.
I love being part of the team on these days, you guys. Thanks for keeping my mic hot.
It's time for famous people birthdays.
They're famous. It's their birthdays. It's famous people birthdays. It's famous people birthdays.
Let's take a look at FPBs for February the 10th, shall we?
I love that we get to say February for a few more weeks.
February. We're going to start off with Laura Dern, who is 59 years old today. She was in Jurassic Park along with Jeff Goldblum. Mm-hmm. Right, Sarah? Mm-hmm,
All
right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. She was also in the David Lynch classic Blue Velvet and Wild at Heart. Former pro golfer Greg Norman is 71 years old today. He is nicknamed the Shark, and he's also responsible for one of the greatest choke jobs in sports history. Back in 1996, he led the Masters heading into the final round, led by 6 strokes, and lost by 5 strokes.
Holy.
Faldo.
How'd you do that?
Well,
Number 2 got a hole in one?
epic collapse is what he did. Yeah, there was a documentary made about it on ESPN. It's brutal
That's
to
a
watch.
tough legacy, man.
Olympic champion Mark Spitz, 76 years old today. He won 7 gold medals in swimming at the 1972 Olympics and set world records in all 7 events. He was Michael Phelps before Michael Phelps. That's who he was.
Yeah.
Yeah. And rounding out FPBs for February the 10th is actor Robert Wagner, who is 96 years old today. He played Dr. Evil's henchman number 2 in Austin Powers. Those are your FPBs. Now it's time for some OTDs. It happened on this day. It happened on this day. It happened on this day. Take that, Kid Rock.
Yeah.
I didn't even lip sync.
I'm so energized by that song. Where were we?
I'm glad you're not wearing jorts.
Are you? I could go with some jorts.
No, no one should ever go with jorts.
I don't know.
12 years ago, in 2014, legendary child star Shirley Temple died at the age of 85. In my head, she's so much older than that. Right? Like, when I think about it,
I mean, she's still 8 for me. So.
right. It's kind of funny. Yeah. Yeah.
She was a big household. We loved her when I was growing
So cute. Yes.
Yeah.
30 years ago, in 1996, Garry Kasparov, arguably the greatest chess player of all time, was defeated by the IBM supercomputer Deep Blue.
Oh, man.
Imagine that.
Shanna, could you beat a computer at chess? I know your chess game is strong.
Definitely
Is
not.
it?
Not today's computers, and certainly not even 1985 computers.
Okay.
Yeah, no. I think
Yeah,
the reason
no.
I'm so good is like human intimidation. I don't feel like that would have any effect on a computer.
Gotcha.
You gotta stare somebody down.
Yeah.
And Deep Blue's not gonna feel that the same way.
True. All right.
39 years ago, in 1987, Surgeon General C. Everett Koop told a House panel he supported TV ads for prophylactics because of the health threat posed by AIDS. Smart man. It's like he's looking out for our health and well-being.
Well, and we got some really great commercials out of that particular move.
We sure did. 48 years ago, in 1978, Van Halen's self-titled debut album was released. It contained the monster jams "You Really Got Me," "Running with the Devil," "Jamie's Crying," and Ain't Talking About Love. Silly name. And 163 years ago, in 1863, P.T. Barnum staged the wedding of General Tom Thumb and Mercy Lavinia Warren in New York City. The tiny couple stood on a piano to greet their guests. Aww. Aww.
Well, there you go.
you go.
We have no control over
Wait,
the
nope.
OTDs.
Wait, do you want one more?
Do I want one more?
Oh, this is a good
Probably
one.
not.
All right, are you sure?
I want it. Oh, I want it.
Yeah.
180 years ago in 1846, the Mormons began their exodus from Illinois to Utah.
What made them leave Illinois?
Utah?
Not sure.
I always just thought, yeah. It's like the Oregon Trail.
Probably they were told to go there.
Mormons left Illinois in 1846 primarily due to intense violent persecution and fear of further massacres following the 1844 murder of their founder, Joseph Smith.
Gotcha.
Felt very Cherokee Trail of Cheers. That's what I was
Yeah,
wondering.
well, that the Quakers did the same. They ran out.
Those are your FPBs and OTDs for February the 10th.
Whether you want a sit-down meal or a grab-and-go, Pat's Pizza in Auburn offers delicious sandwiches, pasta, salads, and pizza at family-friendly prices. Pat's Pizza, serving the L.A. area since 1985. Open daily from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. at 85 Center Street in Auburn. Online at patsauburn.com.
Hi, it's Donna Harris from Phoenix No Limits Karate here with your daily safety tip. Always tell a friend or family member where you are going. Let's all do our best to keep our community safe.
Now, we shift focus fully to our guest in studio, President and CEO of our LA Metro Chamber, Shanna Cox.
Hi.
Hi, and it's a big week for us because we get to see you on Thursday as well.
We get lots of hangout time this
yay,
week.
we
Yeah.
have meetings.
And this Thursday's breakfast is not, I mean, when it's a breakfast month and I get to come on the show and I get to talk about breakfast, it's always exciting. But this month, this February, I think, as we are saying, our special guest speaker is one Pam Ashby of Lydia Media.
What's up?
I could not be more excited. So if folks aren't already planning to attend, this lunch bunch will be making an appearance, as it does at every breakfast. We love that partnership. You guys get to welcome and interview our new members, and I love when you play that, and our members also appreciate it. But you don't get to cover the speaker. And so I'm hoping that you maybe have some inside scoop that day and can maybe interview Pam a little bit to
We'll try.
shed some light.
She's kind of a big deal.
I know.
She
I know.
might
It's
not
why
have
we
time
asked her.
for us,
Yeah.
you know?
Oh, do you want me to put in a good word for you guys?
yeah,
kill you?
Okay.
Fine.
I'm happy to do so. I'm happy to do so. Yeah, she's going to be talking about, changes to local media, and I think I hope she's going to do some myth busting. I think you guys have this really lovely magnet, which wakes me up every morning because it's in my fridge right where I open for my half and half for my coffee. That print isn't dead. And I think the notion of local print and what that means, I have seen her do incredible work with it. Our region has benefited from LA Metro Magazine and from Uncle Andy's, and I know firsthand that print isn't dead. In fact, I bought one of my closest friends who moved out of state a little more than a decade ago a subscription so that she would get both printed items delivered to her house in D.C. And maybe one of the best gifts that my friend, she said that she got, not putting words in her mouth. And so, yeah, I'm just really excited to hear Pam come in. And, Pam's well loved by our members and our membership. We have a great partnership with you guys. So we, get to see Pam and any of her print or lunch bunch kind of subsidiaries in a number of ways at our events. But yeah, I'm really excited to give her the microphone and the spotlight and really hear her story and talk about why she does this and what it looks like and how businesses and our community benefits from it. Yeah, I'm really excited for Thursday. So it's just a special week.
Yeah, this one's going to be at the Cora, right?
Yeah. And if folks haven't, Pam should be reason enough. Just saying. But boy, the Cora cooks up a mean breakfast. It's an all-volunteer crew. We love bringing breakfast to the Cora. And usually there's some, 20-25% of our breakfast participants when we do breakfast at the Cora who have never been inside. Particularly never been inside for an event like this. I think a lot of people go through the doors for the Festival of Trees, but the trees really grab the show, and the lighting is such that you don't get to really fully appreciate what you get to see when you're inside with kind of breakfast style lighting, which is admittedly a little brighter. We don't want you to fall asleep. There's just beautiful murals, and the ceilings are high, and the architectural details are incredible. It's really a great place for us to host a breakfast. And so, yeah, it's a really special thing. Join us, folks. Join us. LAMetroChamber.com. You better come in and root for Pam and enjoy the architecture.
Have you been there? Other than the
yeah.
trees thing?
I used to go. We would go every year when I was younger. I haven't been in a while, honestly.
It's
but
such a cool building.
yeah, it is.
Yeah. Are you able to come this Thursday?
Yes.
Oh, I love the Festival of Trees, and there's a chocolatier who I always get a significant amount of gifts from every year, but it's a really different experience when it's really open and really lit, and it is an incredible environment.
Yeah, I'm excited to see.
Yeah.
Shanna, has a presenter at breakfast ever received a standing ovation?
That's a great question.
Has a presenter at breakfast ever had the audience do the wave while they were?
That's never happened.
come
I
on.
really hope that
You can
Thursday.
make that happen.
So this is my last breakfast.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I think it's a wave-worthy breakfast.
yes.
Let's
do this.
something fun.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, let's wave it up.
All right. So breakfast is on Thursday, February the 12th, 6:45 a.m. to 9 at the Cora and LAMetroChamber.com.
That's right. And for people who are intimidated by that 6:45 start time, that's when the doors open. You should be there by 7:10. So if that extra 25 minutes makes the difference in you saying yes or no, we will take you after 6:45 just not later than 7:15.
Gotcha. All right.
Yeah.
All right,
Worth
let's
getting up
talk
for.
Business Lab.
Yeah, so we're doing the second in our Business Lab. So Business Lab is a 3-part series. We've kind of spread out each of the series within it so that we can kind of build on folks, that folks who were in a prior one are able to implement some of the learning. And so we did kind of the introductory level, series 1 in the fall. And we kick off series 2 coming right up on March 2nd. And it's about 2.5 hours in the afternoons. We do it on Monday afternoons once a week from March until late April. And we're kind of doing the drilling down on your fundamentals. And so it's financial projections, it's some information about pricing, there's some information about marketing. We cover kind of the basics of HR. And so like the real fundamentals of growing your business. So for folks who have started a business, this is not for folks who are in the question of, I have an idea and is it viable? That was a little bit more of our first series. And the 100% of our Series 1 folks are coming back for Series 2, which I think is such a testament to how we curate the session, how we build relationships with the participants, how we tailor. So there's like one-on-one mentoring and coaching built in for every person who signs up, as well as these classes. And for each class, there's some kind of getting to know you time at the front end where we're talking about the topic and we're talking about what you're hoping to get out of the session. And then we're working with different experts. We've got partners from SBDC to help do some of the deep information. We've got Amy from Warp and Weft covering our branding session. And so, each of those experts deliver content for about an hour. We give you a quick break, and then we workshop the material. Because I think the most important thing for us as the chamber in running this series, and this is 2 of 3, is that you actually use the information and that you're using it actively to support your own business and your own business goals. And so, the content delivery to some extent needs to be a little one size fits all, but we recognize that no 2 businesses are the same, like absolutely 0 2 businesses are exactly the same. And so giving you the ability to work with the templates and the worksheets to put to action the learning that you've just done, and to do it with a handful of us advisors in the room to do that one-on-one work with you, so that when you leave that day, your spreadsheet's filled out or your worksheet's filled out, you've asked the questions, you've had the support about how to really tailor what you've learned towards your business, and then to be able to actionalize it when you leave, and then the mentoring built in between sessions so that you can get any of the follow-up that you need. It's a really hands-on approach. It's super affordable. It culminates in this really great kind of finishing session where folks really get to set their goals for the next one. And then we move into Series 3. We give folks a break, similar between Series 1 and Series 2. And Series 3 is more about the art of the pitch and being able to talk about your business. And I think sometimes when we talk about pitches, people kind of get in their idea that it's like the VC, the venture capitalist pitch that you really need to nail. And it could be a really good reason for you to know how to talk about your business, but 9 times out of 10, you're pitching to a customer, you're pitching to a vendor about why you'd like preferred pricing or a special relationship. There's all of these ways all of the time. Sometimes you're pitching to a potential hire and trying to get them to pick you. And so really being able to know how to tailor your conversation about your business and what your next business need or business opportunity is really what session 3 is about. And so Business Lab Series 2, I'd love for folks to join us. We are really excited about this program. The first series was super successful. We had really, really positive feedback. And each of those businesses that were in Series 1 are already implementing what they had learned. And so for us, it's really making sure you have actionable items and that you're using this. And so it's structured for small business owners and operators. It doesn't matter if you've been in business 6 months or 60 years. I think it's never too early or too late to make sure that you're really confident about the things that allow you to assess your business and grow your business in whatever ways that your goals kind of align.
Let's talk B2B Trade Show, which is back, and it's happening April 16th, which is a Thursday.
Yeah.
Right up the road from us at Norway Savings Bank Arena.
Yeah.
Auburn.
So this is our second year taking back a long-held tradition in this community. It had been LAGC's previously. for a very long time, and then Dow Media had run this for a little bit, and we partnered to support kind of making sure this business show stayed kind of alive and in this region and representing LA. It is a statewide trade show, so we're marketing it across the state. We really want to make sure businesses are connecting and creating new relationships. And we did take some feedback. Times have changed around what trade shows look like. I know Sarah goes to a lot of trade shows. They definitely look different than they did pre-pandemic. Some of the changes that I think businesses had to make about how they meet business-to-business vendors and how they do business, there's no kind of putting the toothpaste back in the tube on that one, right? And so it is what it is. And so we've really tried to tailor this one to kind of hit the mark on a number of points that we've heard feedback from. So the trade show itself is open to the public from 1 until 5:30. There's a really exciting network time from 4 to 5:30 with a cash bar and some fun door prizes and some exciting times. But for our vendors, and we are still accepting vendors at this point, the vendors get to arrive not at 5 in the morning, but 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning, because we're pushing the day back a little bit, condensing the open to public time. We do have some curated lunch networking for the vendors to be able to connect with each other, which can often be challenging once you're open to the public. So we really made sure that was kind of a feature that's happening for folks who have gotten a booth. And then we open the doors from 1 to 5:30. It is free for people to attend if they register in advance. If not, it's $5 at the door, so we'll happily take you. But register in advance so that you get your free ticket, and you don't want to miss the really amazing businesses that you'll be able to connect with. But it is going to be one heck of a networking event.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun last year.
Yeah.
It was
Did
great.
have a good time.
Nominations for the Chamber's annual awards are now open.
It just comes around so fast.
I was going to say, with a snowstorm on the horizon and it's being frosty outside, it's hard to believe that our favorite annual garden party under the tent event is coming right up. But it's coming. It's going to come. May and spring is going to come too, folks. I promise.
Really?
It'll get warm again. Yes. Yeah, that's the beauty of the seasons. They keep turning. But right now, part of what makes annual awards so great is the stories we get to tell and the amazing people that we get to highlight. And so I would encourage people to nominate somebody. So our nominations are currently open. They just opened up, I think, this past Friday. There's small business nominations. There are women in business nominations. There's economic development nominations. And then one of the, biggest crowd-pleasing ones is the Heart of the Community Award. And so for many of our awards, we will only recognize a chamber member. And for folks who might be listening and kind of intimidated by that, you don't have to research it. We do. So if there's a business that you really love, go ahead and do a nomination, first of all. Second of all, we have 700 plus members, probably a member, so don't worry about it. Yeah, we have a really strong membership here. And then the Heart of the Community Award, which we do push out that nomination opportunity to the public, is the only award in which somebody does not have to be a chamber member or employed by a chamber member. It is only for an individual. And so it might be if you think there's a business that's really doing incredible work in community, this award really specifically recognizes individuals who are going above and beyond, and it is not part of their work. So somebody who volunteers through their job, this is not the award nomination for them. This is really for people who are doing something outside of the norm and doing so in a way that impacts community in a really positive way. Our mission at the Chamber is to have an enhanced quality of life as well as a strong economy. We do a lot around economy and business development and business supports, as you would expect, as we should do. But I don't want ever for folks to forget that the second half of our mission is about having great communities to live in. It's a vital piece of having a thriving economy. And so this is the way for people to recognize that and for us to lift up really great work that's being done by everyday people in our communities. And there are so many of those stories. And we can't know them all. So you gotta help us know by nominating. It's a really important piece of how the whole thing works. So We love a good quality nomination. Long, complete sentences.
Yeah.
Good descriptors are awesome.
And all that is happening on Thursday, May 21st at the beautiful Poland Spring Resort.
So lovely
in Poland.
there.
Good times. Shanna, we covered everything on the agenda.
I'm feeling good about it.
Is there anything else that you would like to add?
People should really just check out the events page at lametrochamber.com. It's a pretty easy to find, but we have an incredible calendar. And it's not just our activities. Our members submit information. So there's like a Galentine's paint night coming up from the YWCA this week.
That's fun.
Yeah, it's a paint and sip night for your girls' night for Galentine's Day. For folks who don't know, Galentine's Day is February 13th, and a great opportunity to support the women you love in your life.
Oh.
Yeah, and so there's yoga, and there's just an incredible array. And I always come on the show and I get to talk about what we're doing at the chamber and how, what our programming looks like. But part of what I love about our chamber and our membership is that we just have an incredible variety of businesses and nonprofits who are members, and from local sessions at the library to paint night or pottery night. There's an incredible amount of information on our event page. And if you think that it is February and it is cold and there is absolutely nothing to do, you are wrong. And we have the events page to prove it. So catch a comedy show, get out there. And I know that we can't talk about it because it's not coming right up, but we just introduced Brewing Connections Afternoon Edition. And it was while I was gone, but I heard that it was incredible. And I'm hoping folks check that out too.
And that's at Craft Brew Underground? Is that going to be the location for all of them moving
The whole
forward?
year.
Oh, that's fun.
The whole year, yeah. And so it's every other month, and it's in the afternoon. We hear people who don't love mornings. Can't imagine not loving a good morning
those
edition.
people?
Who knows?
Weird.
But there was a whole different crowd of people who I hear were very grateful that they didn't have to get up early. And the afternoon Brewing Connections, it's brewed beer and not brewed coffee, and so it's a whole different vibe and a really fun event and a great way to network.
That's cool. And
Yeah.
I think on Thursdays at 7 they do trivia there too.
Yeah, you could definitely stay and have a good time.
Yeah.
Shout out to Becca, who birthed this genius idea and really put this whole thing together, and her and Justin, who carried off an incredible first time out.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. If you would like more information about anything Shanna has mentioned, just go to lametrochamber.com.
Dirigo Federal Credit Union is proud to call Lewiston, Auburn home. Whether you're buying a house, saving for the future, or growing your business, we're here for you, right where you live. Visit dirigofcu.com and feel the difference of a credit union that truly knows LA.
It is time for our closing segment, which you love so much.
I do.
Before we get to 3 random questions, I do want to let everyone know that today is officially recognized as Red Tuesday. Have you guys ever heard of that?
No.
Red Tuesday? If your relationship isn't feeling too sturdy, maybe put your phone on Do Not Disturb. Because Red Tuesday is the day where you're most likely to get dumped. It's basically when people realize they haven't made plans and don't want to waste any money on their Valentine-to-be.
That makes so much sense.
I know of 2 people who were dumped last week, and that makes me think
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
that's why.
A survey found 1 in 4 people have broken up with someone the week of or the week before Valentine's
Yep.
Day. It's most common with couples who are 3 to 6 months into their relationship. It's basically for people who don't want to spend money on gifts or are tired of faking romance.
Yeah.
Well, why do I think it's going to help push them along a little bit that Valentine's Day is on a Saturday this year?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not a random Tuesday. You can get away with a box and chocolates. You
Right.
better have made dinner reservations.
Saturday this
It's Saturday. There's
Yeah.
0 excuses.
We keep trying to make plans, but our schedule is so busy that we haven't been able to. So we have on our calendar for tomorrow, Valentine's Day observed.
Nice. Yeah, that works. Our vacation was our Valentine's Day.
That's the other thing.
There you go.
We have
Yeah.
a vacation coming, and every time we start to make plans, one of us says, "Yeah, but we could save money for our vacation."
Yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah.
Well, it's always nice to do something in, too.
yes, we have children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never fun to be in.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can send the children out.
Yeah, but they always come back.
Yeah,
That's
but it's
true.
They
like
always
Saturday.
come back.
Welcome to our romantic dinner, children.
Yeah. Yeah, take us upstairs.
And for baseball fans, today's officially the day when pitchers and catchers report for spring training. And spring training begins in 10 days.
And who's going to spring training? This girl right
That girl
here.
right over there.
Are you Florida?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's gonna be fun. I mean, I'm not playing.
I've got a close family friend who plans 6 weeks in Florida around spring training every single year, and I think they have 7 games that they have tickets
That's
for.
awesome.
That's so cool. We have tickets for one.
Now it is time for 3 random questions. And it is tough. It's tough finding
I'm going to get
questions
ahead
for
of it.
Shanna.
I'm not planning on a breakup today.
All right.
What's the next question?
I don't
go,
have
Chad.
plans, but you never know.
Yeah, I don't think I'm planning on getting broken up with either, but
okay, good.
now I'm nervous. I'll check in after today's recording.
I love you so much.
Now that the trip is over, we're still okay, right?
All right. Shanna.
Yeah.
Let's see here. We've asked you so many questions. I'd
so-
love to just get all the recordings
you-
of all the questions we've asked.
So here's a little fun story.
All right.
Back in the day on radio, when there was no editing and I couldn't take it back, you asked me what animal I most identified with.
We absolutely remember this.
And it was squirrel.
Yeah.
I'm not proud of that answer, but I stand by
But
it.
you stand by it.
And it turns I was telling that story recently to a friend who was like, "Oh my god, this other mutual friend, their favorite animal is a squirrel." And so I just was able to have this follow-up conversation with the mutual friend and said like, "Squirrel, me too." And they also were wishing that they could pull that particular
there was
recorded
something else.
response. It was like, "Oh, I would love to have heard you say on public radio." Yeah. Yeah. So
love
anyway,
it.
yeah, it's been a long history with a lot of questions.
All right.
Mark, thanks.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure I have never asked you this question. Do you put any stock into zodiac readings?
Ooh, good question.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, listen.
Look.
Listen. Listen. Some. It's not none. I'm not studied in it. I don't know where the stars are in alignment. But when somebody says Mercury's in retrograde and that's why you're having a bad day, I'm like, that checks. Right? Like, I don't need to know to be like, I believe it. It
agree.
makes sense to me. I don't follow it. My personal zodiac sign, I grew up, because the zodiacs, it changed a little bit a while ago. And like, if you were cuspus, you might have become more entrenched in one side.
I stick with the traditional.
Thanks. So I'm a Leo Cancer cusp. And I grew up the first, 10 or 12 years of reading my horoscope, being like, I'll read both and pick the one I like. Probably not conventional. But that's how I did it. And a friend of mine in high school, her mom, very much into the zodiac. And so I was explaining, she's like, "So what's your sign?" And I explained, and she looked at me and goes, "Oh, honey, you're a Leo." And so I put just enough stock in it to trust that the people who follow it. I also trust my doctor, right? I don't know all the way that my body works, but when my doctor says XYZ, I'm like, you know more. And so when folks who do put a lot of stock in it tell me something, I trust it and I believe it. I'm just not learned in that particular area.
Gotcha.
How's that?
Answered like a politician.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I do not want to piss off the gods or the zodiac signs or the year of the monkey even. I just really want to just stay on the good side of all of it.
JC?
If you had one piece of advice, what would it be?
To just anybody?
To me.
To you?
Yeah.
That's more helpful. Thank
Yeah.
you. There's a lot of advice I
take
could
your
give. I like, do you want to know how to cook a good egg? I like, the advice given is tailored to the advisee. Yeah. So I would say, as a younger woman at the earlier end of your career, do not hesitate to listen to what the world is teaching you about yourself, but listen to yourself the most. I'm grateful for the learning that I've done in my journey and in my career. The hardest lesson was to make space for the time to understand that which I was learning about myself.
Yeah.
Instead of just being like, I'm going to put that lesson to action immediately. Sometimes you need time to settle into the understanding and the unfolding of what the thing you learned means for your next step, for your career growth. And so many of us, particularly as women, are not taught or given space to understand the learning before we jump to implementation. And give yourself the space. When we think about, like physical pursuits. If somebody works out for, I'm gonna start working out and I'm gonna do that regularly. You learn the exercise, you put it in, you see immediate response. And if you know that you haven't yet like defined your tricep, it's because you have to, repeat that particular exercise for a certain amount of time before you see the physical result. We don't apply that to other spaces of our life. We don't give ourselves that permission or space or expectation. Like, I learned this really important lesson about how to better manage my workflow, or, how to stay passionate about this core function of my work that can be dull sometimes. And then say, and I'll expect to see the benefits of that learning in 6 to 12 weeks is not a thing we make space for, particularly as women. And not that it's, gender exclusive, but I think that that's particularly true for us. So give yourself permission and space to like learn and grow into yourself.
I like that.
Yeah.
Good question.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a fun one.
In lieu of my mid-podcast sneeze, here's my question. Would you rather burp bubbles or sneeze confetti?
For the rest of my life, or just like a day at a time?
Rest of your life.
Bubbles. Yeah, I think confetti coming out of my nose would be, grosser probably. Like what? That's wet confetti. I mean, let's be honest.
No, I imagine it more like a party explosion of dry confetti.
What a mess.
Yeah.
It makes it really hard to be discreet.
Yeah.
With a sneeze.
Yeah.
A bubble would just float away, maybe?
I feel like that would be so fun, actually. To burp
Yeah.
a bubble and just be like,
Is the bubble filled with confetti?
ooh.
'Cause I might have to change my answer.
No.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the bubble.
Bubble. Okay.
Yeah.
It's hard to believe we keep coming up with new questions for you
I love
after
it.
all these years.
I love it. Your challenge next time is to come up with 3 different questions, all of which the answer is squirrel.
That's such a good
That's I
idea.
challenge back to you.
Okay.
How could you create questions that would have the same answer but are wildly different questions? I don't know what that might look like for you, but
What is Sarah feeding outside of her house?
I haven't seen Wreck-It Ralph in a long time, you guys.
my next podcast with you guys is presumably my last one. So I'm just saying, make it count.
We're going to do nothing but random questions with you for the entire
And welcome to
podcast.
15 random questions with Shanna.
Shanna, it's always a pleasure.
Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you so much for joining us today. And again, folks, if you want more information about anything related to the Lewiston Auburn Metropolitan Chamber of Commerce, log on to lametrochamber.com. Thanks to Ruper's Beverage and Redemption and DeBlois Electric for sponsoring today's episode. And if you'd like to be part of the Lydia's Lunch Bunch advertising family, reach out to the award-winning Pam Ashby via email at pam@lydiamediallc.com.
Have a great day. And remember, don't bite your cat. And I will say I have bitten my cat.